Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to another 10-hour loot video, which I'm going to be tying into my Reaper for the week. So you guys have probably seen the Reaper video where we're going to spend a whole week's worth of Reaper points at a certain monster. And you guys will know this 10-hour video is going to be based off the Daggonoth Kings. What I'm going to be doing going forward, because I actually enjoy this series and it's one of the few series I've made which I actually make money from, I'm going to be putting in the options for the following week's Reaper assignments and the 10-hour video in my community tab every single week. So if you guys are interested, make sure to keep an eye on that and subscribe for the updates, because they'll drop into your feed to go and vote on that as well. And if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to hit the subscription button. Please like the video and drop down any comments you guys want to see in terms of content for the future or anything you want on the channel. So with us doing this 10-hour Reaper assignments, what I'm going to be trying to do as well is also tie it in with a Slayer task. So to do this, I'm going to be using the Mask of Daggonoth, and this is one of the Slayer masks which is incredibly OP. Now, any Slayer mask is going to give you a 1 in 10 chance to double a drop. And with Daggonoth Kings, this applies to Daggonoth Bones and also the Daggonoth Rings, which is going to be where we're going to make most of our profit from. Now, you can also reset these with Rings of Battle, so when the mask goes into its full form, if it's 1000 KC, you can just simply reset it and then you can go and do it again. But another bonus of this as well is that every 3 days we can go and force a Daggonoth task, so we're going to try and be on task as much as possible for these Daggonoth Kings. Now, while we're going to be doing a 10-hour video, while we're going to be doing a Reaper video, my other goal for this set of videos is to actually complete the Daggonoth King log. So in terms of starting this video, we're going to be just over 5000 KC, and this was because a couple of years ago I did a video, probably one of my best performing videos ever, on the channel where we did Daggonoth Kings and whether they're worth doing it for 2024. The basis of this video is, are they worth doing in 2026? And from that video, we pretty much got every drop apart from the Prime Hatchling. So a kind of side goal for this video is going to be is if we can secure the Prime Hatchling pet to go and complete the log and also get the title from there as well. Now let's talk through info, what we're going to take and what we're going to use as well. Now with Daggonoth Kings, you need to use all 3 styles, so a hybrid setup is preferable and going to get you the most kills per hour. I'm going to be rocking the Mask of Daggonoth, which will work as a Slayer helm as well. The Anima of Sliske core body and core legs, these are perked up with semi-decent perks, which is nice. We're going to go for Cinderbane gloves because we're going to go for a big push on poison because we're going to use a Blood Reaver. Also got the sea boots, which are going to note any Daggonoth bones. We've also got a Book of Wen for just some extra DPS. My weapons are going to be a Staff of Sliske, a Noxious Scythe and a Noxious Longbow. I am going to spend some considerable cash to go and upgrade my PVM set. I think it's finally time that if I'm going to make these kind of videos, I need to have some better gear. I've got the money for it. I've just never really gone and done the purchasing, so that's going to happen very soon. Might make a video of it, of like just showing you guys how heavy we're going to upgrade it, because I think while I'm doing that at the same time, there's a lot of things in my bank I want to clear out and upgrade as well. So that might be a video as well. However, we've also got the quiver for our arrows. We also have a max cape because I refused to quest and get the comp cape, but maybe one day we're going to do that. Reaver amulet and then also a Ring of Death. In terms of the info, we've got 2 salve potions, 2 weapon poisons, the other weapons we need, a Excalibur because that'd be really nice for healing, Spring Cleaner because there will be some drops which could be broken down, just some sharks as basic food, and then also the Blood Reaver because we're going to be soul splitting all the brothers. This should do some damage in terms of that as well. And then finally we just have the runes. We're going to be using the Vampirism spell as well as also using Blood Barrage for a little bit of HP from that as well. Magic note paper in case we need to go and note some rings, the penance powder which is what we're going to record the 10 hours with, and then I've also got the Grim Gem to go and force the Reaper assignments, and then also the Soul Reaper refreshes as well to use for this. Basically the Soul Reaper refreshes means you can do it for free rather than spending 30 Slayer points, because the Slayer points in the Kree video did take a little bit of a hit, but that's pretty much it. We're going to get roughly between like 18 to 24 Daggonoth Kings per Reaper task, so we'll probably have to bank quite a bit just because it can be a little bit fiddly to go and get the task while in the Daggonoth room. But apart from that, I think we're ready to go. But again, let's go and see how much GP we're going to make from it. I'm going to whack my cash stack into the bank. I'm going to take 1 mil out just in case there's any instant charges. I can't remember if you are charged for Daggonoth Kings, but we'll soon find out. And then let's go and jump in and let's see how quick we can go and complete this log. So there is a better double drop, 2 Berserker Rings, a 12 mil drop, not too bad at all. And that is where the Mask of Daggonoth really does shine and sort of makes it worthwhile. It's really worthwhile anyway, but when you kind of get those kind of drops, that's when it's really going to pay itself off. Especially with those Spirits of the Battle as well, you can reset it. So pretty much for this whole 10-hour period, we'll have the mask hopefully proccing a couple more times and just making us some more money. But this has actually been a pretty massive hour for us. Even though like GP wise we won't be massively better, we have picked up 3 Berserker Rings. maybe some more axes and some more warriors as well, and I think a Sears ring as well. So really big hours. So that's just marked the end of hour 3, and at the minute this is where we're currently sitting in terms of GP. The normal drops, not had too many, just still picking up a couple more helms, and these are the ones really I kind of see is worthwhile picking up. Anything else I'm kind of not going to bother with. We did have some skeletal helms I was collecting, but they're only 5k each, not really worth it. So normal drops, including the mud battle staffs, is currently 8 mil. When we throw in the hatchets and the warrior rings, we're going to be about 9.4. The warrior rings will add up eventually. Berserker rings are in, Sears rings are in, and then finally the archers as well. So 77 mil for 3 hours work. Not too bad at all. 25 mil per hour so far. Really can't complain. Now what I'm going to do now is just go and head over to Lanika, enforce a Slayer task of Daggonoths, and then at least that way we can go and get the bonus of a helm working as a Slayer helm as well. And what we need to do is just check that that's still okay. And we'll pop a Spirit of the Battle on as soon as it goes up in terms of its tier. So this is just a minor update at the 3 hour mark. I'll see you guys in 2 hours when we've reached 5 hours to go through what we've got in terms of the drops. So there we go, the 5 hour mark has been hit and we've just killed over 6,000 Daggonoth Kings. So in the 5 hours, we've pretty much done 1,000 kills. So 200 KC per hour is actually really good, especially for that first hour when I was messing around with Reaper tasks as well. So hit 1,000 kills in sort of 5 hours. Really nice. Now, the past hour has been very dry. We've not really picked up any of the decent rings. We might have got a warrior and a dragon hatchet, but nothing in terms of that. However, this is me done for today, so I'm going to complete the rest of the hours over between now and the next couple of days, just so I don't burn out, because that's what happened with Daggonoth Kings last time, is that I burnt out quite hard because I just did too much too quick. So it can happen, and because of that, I've done a decent stint while watching some of the Deadman streams. In terms of how much we've made so far, we have made 84 mil. So for that past hour, we've probably made about 4 mil, which isn't bad when you're not getting rings. We've also nearly as well maxed out our mask. In fact, we're 1 kill off. So I'm actually going to use a Spirit of the Battle on that, and we can reset that just to make sure if we do have a chance of getting a double item, we can definitely get it, because that's what will bump up GP massively. If we look at and get that on one of the ring drops, well, definitely not a warrior job, but any of the other 3, we can really bump up our money. We've already done it with a berserker ring already, so that can definitely happen. I just need to find where I've put these. There you go, Spirit of the Battle, 94 of them. Definitely need to use them more often because they are so good. So we are going to reset the kill reverted to 0. I'm also going to go and get another task as well because we finished that, and it's a good way just to get a little bit of a bonus in terms of DPS. Not that we've really struggled to do the rotations. It's quite steady actually at the minute, so that is really nice. And then I'm just going to reset my preset just so we can keep an eye on what drops we've got. But this is 5 hours. Might come in at like 7 to 8. If not, we'll see you guys towards the end of the video. But either way, we'll come with an update at some point on how we are doing. I'm not going to lie, I was getting a little worried that I weren't going to go and get this drop in this video. But that is going to be the final of the Daggonoth King drops collected, the final pet done, and when we sort of do the final price check towards the end of the video, we'll go and unlock the title as well. But 6,296 KC, not too bad in like sort of like retrospect. You can definitely go a lot drier than that for this boss set, and to be fair, you make a lot of money with this boss set as well. Now, if you see my info already, we do have a decent amount of rings, but when I tell you like for the past 2 hours, we've been pretty dry. That kind of says like how good it was to start with as well. So hopefully in the next sort of 3.5 hours, we'll pick up some extra rings, some better drops as well, just to bump up that GP per hour. But definitely on the Sears side, we've been a bit lacking. I've also missed another Archer's ring drop, which I'll try and include in the price check a little bit later on. But yeah, that's how we're going so far. Nearly over 5,000 bowstrings and 1.7k on the bones as well. Pretty decent. And when the next clip will probably be towards the end of the video when we're wrapping this up. Still got another 3.5 hours to go, but to be fair, when you get in a state flow with Daggonoth Kings, it really does go quite quick, and you don't really notice it taking too long either. But hopefully pick some more drops up. That's my only sort of complaint at the minute. I'm pretty confident we'll get around 7,000 kills. It's around about 200 kills per hour, which is pretty decent. And what I'm doing every now and then is just going to the Slayer Master, just go and get another task. So when this hour's done, we'll go and get another Daggonoth King task, because the DPS is noticeable when we're on a task. It's just a bit quicker in terms of the kills. So I'll see you guys in a couple of hours when it's time to go and wrap this video up and see how we've done in terms of drops. Okay, so it is complete. 10 hours all done at Daggonoth Kings. And I'm not going to lie, this one nearly got me. If you've seen the Reaper video, and I'll put a link to the Reaper video in the corner as well for you guys to check out, we were flying. We got so many rings in our Reaper challenge. And ever since that finished, from about hour 5, I think I've probably got a Berserker ring and a Sears ring. And then everything else has been either a Circle, Mud Battle Staff, Warrior, or Dragon Axe. So I don't think this is going to be as big of a price check as what I was thinking after the Reaper video, but you know what, that's RNG, that's how it works. So the good thing is that we have a massive amount of KC we have done. If we have a quick look, we have done over 2,000 kills in 10 hours. To be fair, literally just over 2,000 kills. So we've averaged around 200 kills per hour, which I'm really happy with because when we were doing the Reaper, we were messing around a little bit as well. We also have unlocked the pet, so we're going to go and finish this video on getting the title. We got that a little bit early in the video. I'm hoping you guys have seen the clip. And yeah, apart from that, let's get price checking. I've tried to pick up as much of the worthwhile stuff as possible, just so we can have a bit of a look and see how that is. So everything which isn't like a big ticket item is going to add up to 6.4 mil, and this is mainly made up of helms, skeletal top, and also a rock shell plate. Once we add in the bowstrings, 7.7k bowstrings just from killing Supreme is wild. Really decent drop they've added on the drop table there. Bowstrings are going down, but again, nearly 6 mil is a decent chunk. 2.7 thousand Daggonoth bones, which they're at an incredibly cheap point at the minute. I probably won't sell them at that price. I'll just throw them in the bank and leave them there, because worst case, I'll use them for my prayer anyway. The reason we have more than what our KC is they do have a Daggonoth bone noted on the drop table for all three, so we've picked up an extra 700 odd bones just because of that. The rock shell plate and skeletal is what I'm going to throw in as well. So in terms of anything which isn't a Daggonoth King related item is just under 30 mil. So a 3 mil base for what could be a very decent pet log is actually okay. I'm pretty happy with that. When you consider like with Armadillo, it kind of works out to be 6 mil. Including the boss drops. This is really good to have 3 mil without actually having any drops in. So let's add in the lesser drops. So I'm going to throw in these circles, the mud battle staffs for warrior rings, which will add up. 250k isn't bad, but the dragon hatchets sadly will not. 41k each. So that's bumped that up to 42 mil. And then the better rings are going to be the Berserker ring, which is 6.6 mil. So that does add up. The Sears ring, which I'm so annoyed I didn't get as many Sears or Archer's rings because that's what was going to contribute to a massive price check. But you know what? Like I said before, that is just how it is. And there is the Archer ring as well. To finish it, 126.1 mil. Works out to be about 12.6 mil per hour, which is okay, you know, like considering like I was doing this mostly on the Slayer tasks. It's okay, and to be fair, it has beat Armadillo, which for Daggonoth Kings and for like the kind of age of that boss is, it still shows that it's very much worthwhile doing. Now, to complete this video and to fully complete Daggonoth Kings in terms of this account's adventures, I don't think I'll ever be doing them again. We actually managed to kind of complete our side quest, which was to go and get the final pet, which was Daggonoth Prime. We did pick up the Daggonoth egg, about 6,000 kills, which isn't too bad. So we can go and inspect that, and that is going to be the Long Live the King's Feet unlocked. The Prime hatchling is there, and we have the title of the Heir of Bukela unlocked as well, which I suppose rounds up that video really, really well. It has been enjoyable at times. Like when you get into the mood of doing Daggonoth Kings, you really do go into a bit of a flow. I've enjoyed this one, and it's nice that we've got another boss log ticked off. And like I said before, we're going to be continue these Reapers and also these sort of loot videos as well. The next one, luckily for me, is going to be the Gates of Eladinis, so thank you guys for voting for that. Always keep an eye every Monday on my community tab, because that's when I'll be putting out the new Reaper tasks for us to go and conquer for the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.